dynamic scoring, Tom?
Yes, I have. And that's exactly what you're talking about. Like if Adam and I own a baseball team, Miami Marlins, and we want to sign a pitcher, and there's this pitcher who has like a 3.8 ERA, and Adam says, hey, Tom, remember, he was pitching last year in Colorado. So you really got to take like half. So, oh, really? He's really like 3.2. Well, you know what? That's better than we thought. Yeah. And look at him. He was 3.1 away from Colorado when they were pitching on the road. And I would say, Adam, you're right. We need to look at dynamic scoring for this player if we're going to bring him to Miami, which is sea level and it's a little bit humid. He's actually going to do better down here, assuming he's the same player next year as this year. So the dynamic scoring, I agree with, because it also, that's kind of what I was talking about on the tax side. Right? On the tax side, you can't just say, oh, it's a gift. It's not. It's a continuation of the tax cuts. So I kind of agree with Adam. I just wish the headlines were more honest about it.
Yeah.
And there is a place
Perfect
you could
example.
go and get.
Let me show this, Tom. So media forced to admit Trump's tariffs are working as revenue spike. Remember how a few months ago everything was about tariffs are bad, tariffs all this bad stuff with tariffs? All right, no problem. Watch this here. If you read this story that just came out with, this is Zero Hedge, there's a video on the bottom to play, but I want to read the fourth paragraph. The U.S. has collected over, you ready, $121 billion in revenue from tariffs on imported goods. And despite claims that tariffs are a tax on the consumer, prices on the shelf have not risen so far. Opponents of the policy are struggling to explain the data. Some still argue that disaster is right around the corner, while others are acknowledging that there's a potential payoff to U.S. debt over time if the amount duties remain in place for long term. Go a little bit low, Rob, if you could, on the story. Click on this video here. This is CNBC. Click on a CNBC forced. Okay, play this one if you could. There you go. Fantastic.